Nike has officially unveiled Caitlin Clark's personal brand symbol, accompanied by a promotional video showcasing the new design. Initial reactions proved mixed, with many observers requiring time to warm up to the concept. After extended examination, the design appears to gain appeal through repeated viewing, though merchandise availability remains limited to pre-order status. The Indiana Fever organization notably failed to promote or acknowledge the significant milestone for their star player, raising questions about their commitment to supporting Clark's brand development. This oversight seems particularly glaring given the player's importance to the franchise. When comparing signature symbols across WNBA stars, Clark's design stands out for its clarity and recognizability. I kinda see that. There's Breanna Stewart. I can't make heads or tails of what that shit's supposed to be. A'ja Wilson, okay, I don't even know. Sabrina's, I like. And Angel's is not terrible. At least you can see it's an A. At least you can see that as an S, and that is pretty obviously two CCs, but I like it. I do. So I came over here and I was like, well, I know good and well they must have shared this out when it broke. The Indiana Fever, and so I just scrolling down. The interlocked double C formation creates an unmistakable identity, unlike some competitors whose symbols prove difficult to decipher. Breanna Stewart's mark remains virtually indecipherable, while A'ja Wilson's design lacks obvious meaning. Sabrina Ionescu's symbol receives positive reception, and Angel Reese's design maintains decent visibility with clear letter recognition. Some critics noted similarities between Clark's logo and vintage aviation branding from the 1950s era, though this comparison doesn't necessarily detract from its effectiveness. The design successfully captures the essence of Clark's initials while maintaining professional polish and commercial viability. Social media buzz surrounding the release generated significant engagement, with Clark herself sharing promotional content while her team remained conspicuously silent. The WNBA League office similarly provided minimal support for the announcement despite the potential marketing benefits. Fan reactions varied dramatically, with some expressing immediate enthusiasm while others voiced skepticism about the extended development timeline. Comments ranged from celebration to criticism, reflecting the polarized nature of modern sports marketing discussions. Several supporters emphasized Nike's responsibility to maximize global exposure for Clark's brand, suggesting the company should saturate markets worldwide with the new symbol. Merchandise displays show promise, with basketball-themed presentations and banner installations creating attractive retail environments. Color schemes initially featured fever-inspired navy and gold combinations, though these choices coincidentally mirror Michigan Wolverines branding. I think that's Caitlin Clark is the one that actually shared that out. I mean, the Fever is down here talking about fire, but they didn't, you didn't share it out, so, I mean, really? Stop it. The WNBA Satan thing, I don't know if the WNBA, this color selection appeals to multiple fan bases, potentially expanding market reach beyond traditional WNBA demographics. Pre-order limitations frustrated eager customers attempting to purchase apparel immediately upon release. The restricted availability suggests either supply chain constraints or strategic scarcity marketing, though neither approach satisfies immediate consumer demand. Legal concerns emerge regarding potential trademark conflicts with luxury fashion house Gucci, whose iconic interlocking G symbol shares visual similarities with Clark's double C design. I don't know if they put anything out on it or not, but they put too much stuff up that I'm not trying to sift through it, but it looks pretty good, you know. I won't kid you. Let's effing go. It took way too long. OMG. Yeah, it did. It took way too long. So, somebody posted this. Caitlin for 3 right here. Nike better plaster Caitlin Clark's logo across America and across the world. The limited selection suggests either gradual rollout strategy or production delays affecting broader product availability. Consumer feedback spans the entire spectrum of opinion, from enthusiastic praise to harsh criticism. Some fans compared the design unfavorably to existing player symbols, while others predicted lasting cultural impact. Negative responses focused on perceived similarity to credit card branding or abstract imagery that obscures the intended letter recognition. The extended development timeline drew particular criticism, with observers questioning why such a seemingly straightforward design required substantial time investment. Comparisons to freelance design platforms suggested simpler alternatives could have expedited the process significantly. Across America and across the world, they nailed it on the design, stick the landing on the rollout and the merchandise. Right here. It looks like they're hanging a banner for it right there. That's pretty cool. With the basketball and the ball going through the hoop. Yeah, I like it. I like it. The more I look at it, the more I like it. Right here. Of course, I know this is supposed to be the fever, the dark blue and the yellow. My first thought, I'm a Michigan Wolverine. Historical context places this logo within sports marketing tradition, though direct comparison to legendary symbols like the Jordan brand presents unrealistic expectations. Michael Jordan's silhouette remains unmatched in sports iconography. Signature footwear development represents the next logical progression, though no official announcements have addressed athletic shoe partnerships. Consumer demand for Clark-branded basketball shoes continues building, suggesting significant commercial opportunity for Nike's basketball division. The promotional video accompanying the logo release received positive reception, effectively contextualizing the design within Clark's basketball narrative. This multimedia approach demonstrates Nike's commitment to comprehensive brand building beyond simple logo creation. Team support discrepancies highlight ongoing tensions between individual player marketing and franchise priorities. May actually end up having a problem with this. Cease and desist all the way from Gucci. A lot of people, I thought it was Gucci for a second, a lot of people had brought that up. So, we'll have to see. I don't know if that's going to be the case. So here they are right here on the actual website. And you see, I mean, it looks like, I guess, just at this point, I mean, there is some other Caitlin Clark stuff on there. The Fever's silence regarding their star players' milestone achievement reflects either oversight or deliberate organizational positioning that may damage relationships. League-wide implications extend beyond individual branding, as successful player marketing elevates the entire WNBA profile. Clark's commercial success potentially benefits all players through increased league visibility and sponsorship revenue. Design longevity remains questionable until market testing provides concrete feedback data. Initial mixed reactions don't necessarily predict long-term commercial performance, as many successful logos faced initial skepticism before achieving cultural acceptance. Same level as the Indiana Fever, at least from the standpoint of their record. But then again, look at the overachievement of the Golden State Valkyries. You know, they're an expansion team, and let's face it, their record is just about what the Fever's record is. In fact, when you look at the standings, I mean, let's just look. So, this hasn't been updated yet now that the game is over. But production quality and merchandise execution will significantly impact consumer satisfaction and brand perception. Nike's reputation depends on delivering premium products that justify premium pricing while maintaining broad accessibility. The timing of this release coincides with Clark's peak popularity, capitalizing on maximum media attention and fan engagement. Strategic marketing coordination across platforms suggests comprehensive campaign planning designed to optimize commercial impact. Consumer anticipation for expanded product lines indicates strong market demand that Nike must address through diversified offerings. But the Storm and the Fever are both tied at 20 and 18 now, alright? I think they have split games. I believe the Storm won a game in Seattle, and the Fever just won this game. I don't remember how many times they played. They may have played 3 times, and I think the Storm got them twice. I'm not sure. But it was pretty clear pretty early on. The current limited selection fails to capitalize on immediate enthusiasm that may diminish over time without adequate supply. Overall assessment suggests the team's chemistry and flow seemed particularly strong when they operated as a cohesive unit. The game's outcome became clear during the third quarter, though initial expectations suggested a closer contest. At halftime, many observers anticipated a competitive finish rather than the dominant performance that ultimately unfolded. Seattle's depth limitations became apparent throughout the matchup, which seemed surprising considering both teams entered with similar overall records. The current standings show both franchises tied at 2018, reflecting their comparable season trajectories. Aliyah, Boston. They are not aggressive enough, they don't play mad enough, they don't get fired up enough, and they both have all the talent in the world. They got to get a little angry. This guy said it right here. Guys, Aliyah Boston is getting the ball in all the same spots she usually gets the ball. She's just being aggressive, putting her head down, and looking to score. This is what she needs to do every single game. She just does not play aggressive. Alright, let's go to the season series between these teams appears split, with Seattle previously winning on their home court while Indiana claimed this recent victory. The competitive balance between these squads has remained fairly even throughout their meetings this season. Aliyah Boston's aggressive performance stood out as the game's defining individual effort. Her assertive approach and willingness to attack the basket demonstrated the intensity level she needs to maintain consistently. Boston, along with both possess exceptional physical tools but need to channel more competitive fire into their regular performances. Boston's success came from attacking the same court position she typically occupies, but with increased determination and scoring focus. Her head-down drives to the basket created numerous scoring opportunities that she typically passes up during less assertive performances. This aggressive mentality represents the missing element in her otherwise solid skill set. The team's pre-game presentation featured Clark sporting new Nike custom apparel, including pants that may or may not become available for fan purchase. The organization orchestrated a whiteout promotional event, distributing signature shirts to attendees. Fan participation in wearing the provided apparel created a cohesive visual atmosphere throughout the arena. A concerning moment occurred when Lexi Hull and Gabby Williams suffered a head-to-head collision during play. The contact appeared completely incidental, representing typical basketball contact rather than any intentional action. Hull temporarily left the game for concussion evaluation before returning to action. Despite the injury scare, she managed 5 points and 9 rebounds in limited minutes. Hull's recent scoring has declined from her explosive 25-point performance several games prior, but her rebounding and hustle contributions remain valuable. Individual performances varied across the roster. Natasha Howard shot efficiently at 50% for 6 points. Kelsey Mitchell provided solid offensive production with 21 points on 53% shooting, though her assist numbers remain modest at 2. She left the game, and then she ended up she fought through that pain. They probably checked her for concussion, and then she came back in the game. So she only scored 5 points, but she grabbed 9 boards tonight. So, at times, there's things that Lexi does, a lot of things that help contribute to this team. Her scoring has been down as of late, although she had that one ridiculous game a couple of games ago. Odyssey Sims contributed 22 points on strong 8 of 14 shooting, including a memorable bank shot three-pointer that energized the crowd. The crowd's energy level throughout the game raised questions about fan engagement without marquee players present. Despite the team maintaining substantial leads of 20 and eventually 30 points, the atmosphere remained subdued for much of the contest.